Interview?
Yes.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. This is Rockin' with Jam Man with Invade. Evandale.
Evandale.
How you doing, man?
What's up, dude? I'm good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on your new song, Little Sister.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. It's been. Here, let me turn my camera so I match you. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. There you are. All right. Thanks, man. Little Sister. I think it's been an awesome release.
Could you tell us why you have put it like little sister, like that way?
It's when you're in the mode of writing, you really start to feel, a groove, and whenever we originally wrote this song, the groove just brought it, to the hey little sister, sorry I missed ya, and it was like just kind of the way I not necessarily meant to say little sister as in SISTA, but just the groove kind of brought it there, and it just sounded, awesome. So we just decided to keep it as is.
It's an awesome song with a great hook. I love the harmony. How many guys are singing it there? It sounds like 3.
Yeah, we've got three-part harmonies between me, the guitar player Chad Ritchie, and then Cody Dew on bass. And we try to do vocals with 3-part harmonies as much as we can. I am a huge fan of Queen. They inspire me a ton as far as my writing and melodies go. And yeah, I think that the harmonies just really bring on a different level of awesome when it comes to the vocals, especially when we do it live.
So was that so this was an old song that you wrote a long time ago?
Yeah. In fact, I just stumbled along the notebook that I wrote part of the first lyrics in. I think we actually have the first verse and chorus in there. But it was like the third song we ever wrote as a band 3 years ago. So it was cool to kind of listen to that. We were going through some old ideas at Chad's house in the studio, and just pulling that out and re-listening to it and reworking it with Jake in the band. It just came alive, and he was able to add his slice to it, and it just worked.
Is Bush paying you for that ad placement?
Is what?
Is Bush paying you for that ad placement?
No. However, Bush did fuel the flavor of our first EP, as well as a lot of this one. No, they're not paying me, but anytime they want to send a 30 brick, I'll take it.
Can you chug that drink in one sip?
I don't know, man. I'm not willing to take the risk on live vision.
How can you not do it? I do it all the time with soda.
You what? With soda.
I'm not drinking beer like, yo, I'm gonna get some beer up here, brother.
Oh my gosh. No, man. Our writing style is really fun. We truly we get together, and I think it's really important as a band that you just like to hang out with those guys, and that you really have a good connection with them. And I really feel that with this band, and I think that it really shows in our music, as far as our melodies. Whenever you watch us on stage and how much fun we're having. The whole project just comes together really well, and we just kind of sit in one room and jam together, and and whatever comes out comes out. Hopefully, I have some lyrics and a melody written.
I
But
listen. What?
no, that's it. Go ahead.
I listened to the lyrics. Lyrics. Is it about your own worst enemy?
The one thing I like about the way that we write as a band, and whenever I try to write, is I try to write so that it can be perceived in multiple different ways, but that I can still give my perception to a song. And Little Sista is, very much, getting out of your understanding what your worst enemy is, and then having the ability to go ahead and turn your life around before it takes them.
So you debuted the song on a really famous website. That must have been awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. We've tried to push this to as many people as we possibly can. And it's doing a really great job. Song River James is doing a really great job for us. But whenever they launched it, I was extremely stoked. Like, they had so many followers.
You there?
I lost you.
Okay. Now you there?
Yeah, I had a call come in. Sorry.
It's okay.
I hope he doesn't call back.
Who was it?
One of my employees.
Oh.
Gotta have a day job while we're not touring, right?
I thought it was Bush saying like, "Yo, I'll give you the money tomorrow morning. You just gotta drink like 27 beers, and I'll give you like the $1 million. Okay, dude? Just drink like 30 of our beers, and I'll pay you back with $2,000. Okay? Just drink 37 beers. Okay?"
I don't know that I could drink 37 beers.
How did you hook up with them?
With my band?
Website.
What's that?
How did you hook up with that website, selfakingcool.com?
With who?
How did you hook up with that website?
Sofa King?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really Song and Denny Sanders. They're doing a really great job for us.
You're amazing.
I'm sorry. Denny is putting out our music onto every platform possible, and he's doing a really great job. Allison is pushing it out and sending out tons of emails daily. We have conversations all the time about what she's doing and how our music is going, and she's doing a fantastic job following up with us. And she is completely, and it's been awesome so far. We've had a ton of great feedback from the song. Not a lot of constructive, although it's awesome when we do get it, because that means that we can just cater to the fans that much more, and try to write what they want to hear. But we've been getting some great feedback and getting shared on a ton of websites. So
let me tell you a quick fun fact. You know that guy SuffokingCool.com? He's my dad. Little fun fact for ya.
How is this information not shared with me?
So this is
is that how it worked?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is the second single of Off of All or Nothing.
Yes. And we're planning. I'm gonna drop a little slice. We might plan on dropping one more single before we drop the album here, and it might contain some content. So I can't drop too much more than that before we get some more on the books, COVID pending. So, but yeah, All or Nothing. That's our second release. The first one was The Storm, which also did really awesome. We couldn't be more thankful of everybody who's streaming us and sharing our music. And, you guys, I can't believe I'm talking to you guys. But anyway, we're super grateful for everybody who shares our music and, gives us just any sort of kudos or any chance to play on the radio and get in front of other people that we wouldn't otherwise have the chance to. It means a ton to us.
Are you just going to keep putting out songs until you can tour and release the album?
So, we've been talking about this, and we go back and forth, and basically we want to be able to play an album release show for our fans and have it not restricted to just 125 of them. And that's kind of where we're at the moment with COVID, and it would just really be awesome if after 2021 hit that we were able to just drop the album and yes, hit the road and support it. Like we'll be on Rockfest in June or July. Drawing a blank at the moment. It's one of those J months in Wisconsin though. And we're really, really excited for that, but we're hoping to hit a few places along the way and then kind of make a big loop back home regionally here. But yeah, at the moment we're just trying to make some connections and talk to some bands and see what they're doing about touring. We've talked to a few. I talked to John Laurie with Tantric, the drummer, and they're doing a lot of shows right now, a lot of weekend shows. But just trying to make those connections out there. Giggling at.
I have this. I just laugh sometimes. My bad. I'm not. Sorry. I just laugh sometimes. Just nervous.
Oh, you're good, bud.
How has the band been dealing with the lockdown? How has your band been dealing with the lockdown?
So we locked down for about 6 to 8 weeks, and we just couldn't practice. And that was for the safety of our. I have 3 kids and a wife, and then all the other guys have women, and then Chad. Now Ryan just got married, so he's got a wife, and then Chad also has 3 kids. But long story short, we wanted to make sure everybody was safe and healthy and confident about coming back from this sickness and making sure that nobody was positive for COVID or whatever. And we went right back to it, and at the moment we're just trying to hit it hard and try to play as often as we can. As you can see by this is where we play.
Wow, fancy.
Yeah.
Little hangout room, huh? And rocking
What's
out
that?
room. Little hanging out room and rocking out room, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of turned into that. Yep. We've got a couch over there.
Are you in your studio? Can you do an acoustic cover song? Acoustic cover song.
I don't know that you would ever want me to play guitar.
Tom Petty?
I don't even think I have a guitar down here, buddy.
Well,
All my guitars are upstairs.
what?
If Ryan saw me playing his drums,
Yeah?
he would come over here and kick my ass.
Like Step Brothers?
Just like Step Brothers.
Did you touch my
Don't even damn it.
Did you touch my drums? I know some states let you play shows. Can you play in your area?
Yeah, but like I said, I guess I didn't clarify during the CD release portion of it, but we're limited to roughly 50% capacity or as many people as we can fit at a table while still, abiding by the guidelines of 6 feet. So, like our local venue here might have, 1,000 capacity, but, a lot of it's just standing room. And, you might only be able to fit 500 in there with tables, or maybe even 300 with tables, So it's just not the same experience for them. And if we can just hold out for a few more months with that, we're hoping that we can play a full show. I saw somebody's Facebook photo the other day from Halloween where they were in a club dancing, and it was entirely filled. And I'm thinking to myself, if they can go to a club, we should be able to have some shows. So it's just something to work out and talk through, and we want to make sure that we follow the guidelines of the CDC and do whatever we're supposed to do to keep the public healthy. So, it sucks, but right now we're just limited to 50% in the city, or what you can fit.
It was a busy month for you guys with birthdays, a wedding, and a new single.
Yep. So I turned 31 in October. Ryan got married, and the single dropped, I think, 2 days later. Yeah, it was an insane month. Lots of stuff going on, and we have even more stuff coming up. Like I said, we've got a ton of plans, and this COVID thing is a distraction to a certain degree, and it's very serious for a lot of businesses and places where we play concerts and venues and things. So it's hard for them to cover their bills while we're not playing and bringing in the people and playing shows. So it's struck everybody really bad, but we're gonna bounce back from it. There's never no tomorrow without music, so things are going to happen. People are going to pay money. We're going to get venues back whenever they close. We're going to reopen them. We're going to get back on the road, and everything is going to get back to normal, hopefully fast. And we're optimistic.
I was checking out your Facebook. Are those your buffalo?
My buffalo.
You know when you sing in front of a buffalo? An actual animal buffalo?
I did?
On the Facebook post?
I sang in front of a buffalo.
There's like 10 buffaloes.
Oh, no, that wasn't me. That was Jake.
Oh, that was Jake?
Yeah, and yes, he did do that. There's a field. What?
Are those his buffalo? Can he be like, yo, I got my own buffaloes. I got my own buffaloes, man. What you got me? Yo, Tiger King, you're nothing. I got buffaloes, brother. I got buffaloes. You can get out of here, Tiger King. I am the new king of Buffalo. Buffalo King.
That is exactly what he did. I mean, like you hit the nail on the head. No, man, he felt like he needed a spiritual, like time with the buffalo. So he grabbed his guitar and he felt it necessary to play Manipulator. So that's what he did. Impulse struck him.
But he should just make this documentary or a song about saying, I am the Buffalo King! Tiger King! You can't get out here! I am the Buffalo King! Nobody else can beat me. Not even tigers. I'm a Buffalo King. Nobody
It sounds
What?
It sounds like something.
You keep like blurring out.
Oh, I said it.
What?
How's that?
Good.
All right. I said it sounds like you already have it written.
I'll just be the director saying, J-Man wrote this new documentary that beats Tiger King. It's for Evandale. It's called Buffalo King. But so, what do you think touring will be like when once the world open backs up again?
It will be different, and I hope it's different. I hope we've learned something through this, and we don't go through anything without learning a lesson, whether it be good or bad. And at the end of this, the lesson that I've learned is, we need to obviously be more aware of our surroundings, what's around us, what we're putting out into the earth, what we're touching, what we're putting into our bodies, etc. And the other thing is to also just have more love for one another with all recent events going on. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't really want to get political with any of it, but I just feel like if we stick to the motto of loving one another, I feel like the Beatles did really good at saying stuff like that. Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
I learned don't eat bats. I learned don't eat bats. That's what I learned. Don't eat bats, bruh. If you want to eat rats, you'll become Batman, and then you have to fight for the rest of your life. You have to be Batman. You have to be a superhero. I'll be the superhero, Batman, a legit actual bat, but he's a man.
Jake is Batman.
Oh wait, he is?
He's got the symbol right here on his chest.
Nice.
You'll have to ask him about it whenever we get him on the air. Where do you guys live?
Buffalo.
All right, when we're there, you'll have to ask him to see the tattoo.
Okay.
When we come there, make sure you send us a message.
I'll tell you. I'll be in the meet and greet if that's even gonna be a thing.
We'll just call you media.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be like
We'll do a backstage interview. How about that?
Yes, finally, in a person video interview, that would be perfect. Yes.
Deal. You've been fun, dude.
We will definitely have fun.
All right.
I think it might take a while before all the fans start coming back out. Don't get me wrong. I know people will come. I just don't think it will be packed for a while.
I disagree. It's doing that thing again.
Like where it's blurry or like a...
No, like it's echoing. The sound of it. Okay. So I think that the people who shouldn't be out and that are sick and or are a health risk will not be out. And that is unfortunate. Or they can, they'll wear masks or do whatever they want to do. But I think it will deter some of them. However, I think that a lot of the crowd that wants to see music is so much ingrained into their soul and their life and their being. I think they'll be out there if they want to be out there. Personally.
What is your favorite memory from playing a show?
That's a tough question. Each show is very different, and you wouldn't think so, but you remember each one of them different. And I would say that my favorite memory is probably the first time that I got to play with, a national act band. And it was at the Bourbon Theater in Lincoln. And whenever I heard about it, so here's how I heard about it. Ryan Ryan calls me and says, "Hey,
I like saw it falling. It was like,
are you there?"
yeah, I'm there. It was like,
So Ryan calls me and says, "Hey, dude." Is my volume weird?
okay, it's good.
He says, "Hey, dude, Waylon. Have you ever heard of the band Waylon?"
Yeah.
So he says, "Hey, dude, Wayland is playing at the Bourbon Theater. I submitted our name." I'm like, "No way, dude. I've been following Wayland for like 2 years, and like I love their music. Streamed them all the time. Like knew all their lyrics." So anyway, I was stoked to hear about it. And like a month goes by, we didn't hear anything. I kept checking in on him.
Mainland from Mushin Band?
Wayland, Wayland from Michigan. No.
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah. Like, get a little.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Oh, that guy.
Yeah. No, guy.
Guy.
His name's Mitch Arnold.
Yes, but the guy who I do remember. Okay. All right, you can finish.
Anyway, so we didn't hear anything for like a month, and then Ryan calls me one day. He's like, "Hey, dude, got some news about Wayland," and he just had that tone in his voice. I'm like, I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "We didn't get Wayland." I'm like, "Dude, no big deal. You know, like we'll move on. Like we had just released our EP. You know, like it wasn't a big deal. Like nobody knew who we were yet. You know, so it's hard to expect such an act in front of in like a national act or whatever." And the Bourbon Theater, it holds a lot of people, so it's a really awesome venue in Lincoln if you've ever been. But anyway, I'm like, "Hey, no big deal, dude. We'll get it next time they come around, or whatever show we can." And he goes, "But what if we did get it?" I'm like, "You motherfucker, dude!" And we did get it. So Wayland, it was that moment. Like we're opening up for Wayland for Michigan, like this band that I've rocked on the radio for since before I had Evandale. Before I even wrote my own music, and it was like not even part of a dream that I would be opening for them. At the time I only played cover music. So it was cool to have that moment. And then, we got the gig, we finally got to the day, and Mitch comes down the stairs, and we had the same mic, Sennheiser mic. And, we talked about that for a minute, and it was just a quick exchange, but it was so fucking cool. Just that whole experience. And then, we had one side of the dressing room, they had the other, and they had Nigel Dupree in the band at that time, Jesse James Dupree's son. So it was cool to meet him too.
Sorry. What was your worst though? What was your worst memory? Your worst memory from a show.
You can find a video of it, unfortunately, on Facebook somewhere. But I took a very hard fall on stage. So like it was during Manipulator, and it was like during the slow down part, like I don't know if you know the song, but whenever it slows down to Manipulator, and it's like real slow. Whenever it's like the like I jumped off the ego box, and I went to land on my back foot, and I was just a little bit too far, and Chad had dropped his slide right under my foot, and so that didn't help, and so I slipped over that, and I'm like falling backwards, and I fall over Ryan's drum riser, and I crush into Chad's amp, and he just falls down laughing at me, like can't even play his guitar anymore, falling down. Oh my gosh. And that was it. So that was at a place called the Waiting Room, where I was in front of like 500 people, I did that. But I got up and rocked out and finished the song, dude, and it was awesome. And I had badass bruises, and it is what it is, and you just get up and you rock on and you move on.
But at least he made like 1,000 people laughed.
I'm sure the video has gotten far more views than that.
Probably 1 million.
It's a bad one. It's a bad fall. If you find it, you will watch it a few times probably.
What's next for you guys?
We want to release this album.
Oh.
We're talking about, like I said, we got to get through the conversation of possibly releasing another single and or going with the album, depending on how 21 comes out. But, we want to get out there. We want to tour regionally. We want to rock out in Rockfest in Cadott, Wisconsin. And we want to try to hit as many venues on the way there and back as possible. And like I said, try to make as many connections as we can to just tour regionally here and build our base and move out as quick as we can.
How do my followers follow you?
They can follow us on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Evandale Band. And then we also have a website that's got merch on it, and it's evandaleband.com, and our EPK's on there. All of our merch, which, by the way, we're going to have new merch coming out here shortly. It's got all of our sponsors on there, and all of our partners. This is one of them, Maverick. And Bush is not our partner, but I love Bush. Lots of.
I know you.
Have you guys ever? I do not have a Bush. I do not have an agreement with Bush. But have you ever seen that one guy? Oh, you betcha.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome. He's hilarious.
He really is.
And he loves Bush.
He kind of made me kind of fall. He made me laugh so hard I accidentally fell down the stairs, and I kept laughing down the stairs. I was falling do, and I was still like You can get wild with people.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you're in Buffalo.
Yes.
All right, we'll make sure that we get there.
Let's hope we can interview each other in person. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm committed. I promise.
Okay. You promise? You promise, bro?
I'm in it.
Okay. Thank you for being on my show. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows. Please.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Rock and roll sign. Peace too. Please, brother.